Don't look at me. Look at that right there. It's the Headrush Prime, and we're going to give it the going over today, right here on GearGasms. Hi everybody, welcome to GearGasms. I'm your host, Alan Barnes. Today in the studio with me, I have the Haas El Jefe, the Headrush Prime pedal in all its full-size glory. We're going to do something a little different with it this time. What's that, you ask? I'm going to tell you in just a second. But first, if you're new to the channel, I'd like to ask you to like and subscribe. This channel, it's kind of like lingerie from Spencer's Gifts. You're going to want to wash that before you wear it. Celebrate mediocrity. How does a pauper like me get a flagship on such a garbage channel like this to show you? Well, I happen to have friends and partners up at Zounds.com, and they have loaned me this. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do the amp cloner or the pedal cloner thing because I don't have time to learn that. Plus, it's got to go back. I'm not saving any presets because, again, it's going back. But speaking of presets, 11 of them. I have picked the 11 of my favorite presets in the unit. Why 11? Well, if you know anything about this company or its history, you'll know what I'm talking about. And speaking of what I'm talking about, let's find out a little bit about what's under the hood of this unit while we ooh and ah over some glorious B-roll. Packed to the brim with exceptionally authentic sounding amp cab microphone models to choose from. Gapless preset switching allows for reverb spillover across preset swaps. Wi-Fi streaming music practice feature allows you to slow down, modify the pitch, or loop selections of downloaded songs. Built-in expression pedal to take hands-free control of your favorite effects. 12-foot switches with adjustable color LEDs go along the back. It has a microphone input with its own mic gain knob. On the top, a guitar in, expression pedal in, and a FX send. Along the bottom, external amp out, a toe input, and also a FX return. It has two outputs. You can go full stereo or just go left for mono, and not one but two USB ports. So now that we've heard a little bit about what's under the hood, I humbly present to you 11 of my favorite presets. Guitar of the day, it's going to be this Charvel DK24 because it can do single coil, it can do double coil. It's got a wing-a-ding-dingy-dangy on it. See what kind of amp they gave us. So intuitive, double click. It's a 64 blackface Fender, just so nice. Now, one of the things I love about these presets and kind of how this thing comes out of the box is just going through them. They weren't gaudy, they were super usable and impressive, especially the first several, but it gives you silent options that are in your signal chain, all kinds of crazy stuff in places you might not have thought to put them, but it doesn't bring it in with them all on. And another thing I love, see that so many of them have like an instant lead setting for that same tone, which is really super nice. Let's see what happens when we push that lead button. It turned on a graphic EQ, it turned on some reverb, it turned on a comp, analog delay, old school. So must just be using the graphic EQ as a boost. But then you get back to the rhythm. And there's still a couple of things in there that they didn't turn on for us, like that tube scream. Now, another thing that I love about this is the labeling by the buttons instead of just colors. But you got little words in these little screens. Don't you love it? So then you can just turn on chorus. But you can put your screamer on. Do you want a square phaser? So real easy, without even knowing a whole lot. If you like to touch the screen, you can turn them on that way. If you like to push buttons, you can do that. I have not cracked the manual. I've spent almost no time with this except for trying to find y'all 11 presets. The next one's tread lead, but you could consider it a tread plate. We can see what amp it is. We know what it is. It's a tread plate modern. And of course, you can come in here and pick from a bunch of different amps and do all kinds of stuff. One thing I want to do is get rid of that. And I know it says lead, and it was bringing it in. I just want to hear that tread plate. Oh, but it gives you a lead too. And again, two variations of the same patch. This is lead 1. Lead 2. God, I like that. Almost sounds like modulation came in. It's that air delay. But yeah, those are two real different, yet similar, yet usable tones on the same patch. Oh. All right, number 3 on the top 11 tones. We're only on tone 5. Like I said, they put a lot of this good stuff right up front. This is called super delay.
Ooh, you suck!
So you got an SLO with a chorus. What else we got? All right, so it gives us a chorus clean, and it also gives us the variation of pH clean. I guess that's phase. Let's look at these delays. What are they doing to us here? We got a delay here, a bucket brigade delay. Oh, tape echo. And what the hell is this little guy? Ambient verb. So yeah, we got lots of reverbs on this. Now, the reason I turn a delay off on a patch that's called super delay. Why would you ever do that, Alan? I just did it to show you that even though it's called super delay, it can be nice without the delay. And then you can just bring the delay in later if it's too much for you. I picked this next one not just because it sounds cool, but it looks cool. And what I mean is it has a really, really interesting signal path. We got a couple of amps going on here, and we got some killer pedals. But shut up, Alan, let us hear it. Oh, one thing I have to comment on really quickly. I love how, as I go from preset to preset, the volumes aren't crazy different. Oh, it's just gorgeous, gorgeous. So let's pick an amp. Let's see what we got. All right, the first one's blackface. Oops, 65 blackface. Interesting, couple blackfaces. All right. This one goes through a chorus, and what is this interesting pedal here? Ah, the Buddha Karma chorus. Oh, it goes on for days and days. I love how when you bring something in context, It gives you the controls, and instead of like line 6 and 7 out, there's more functions. You have to go arrow to see them. You just scroll on them bad boys, and wherever you land, oh, what? That is the knob. You can go to this next feller and see that it's a delay. You can change your settings. So what other kind of wiggly shit we got on here? We got a chorus. Yep, we got that old boss chorus. What's down here? We got dynamic delay and a detune that's not on. Turn that chorus off. So now I want to just hear that detune. So I'm turning all the choruses off, all the delays off. That's nice. All right, this one is a beast. Oh, you can get your Owner of a Lonely Heart, Trevor Rabin solo stuff on for... You hear that pitch tracking, right? That's why I hit the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle whammy. Oh. Does it give us a variation? Oh, it gives us a lead. This one is fun. Say you're chugging along with your bandmates, they want to down tune. You just got this guitar and E, you got no idea how to down tune. That's as low as you can go. But what if we do the drop rhythm? All right, so the drop tune is in there, down 2. Okay, now let's go back to that. You want to go lower. Science. But yeah, this is just there's nothing really fancy about this meat and potatoes. It's a Marshall JT45. But just a nice with the tube screamer on, with it off. I like it even better. Yeah, like you got single coils, just that classic bridge. But you can go back with the humbucker, it responds. Turn tube screen back on like the ones you had it. Meat and taters. Meat and taters. You want to hear it, Phaser? Then the very next one is the very next one. What? I've lost count on where we are, peeps. Heavy recto. I like this one again. Speaking of meat and taters, this one comes in with just meat. No taters. Gain's only at 40 on the amp. You see that? What? I want to see the EQ curve. What? They know what we want. Scoop those mids, cut that bass. all that treble. I shot the sheriff. Oh, I like that too. It gives you that second option. Rhythm 2 gives you the tube screamer. Rhythm 1 just turns it off. Be a lot cooler if Rhythm 1 had that guy on, right? Phaser flanger. Oh, yeah, let's try it. Oh, I can't tell you how much I hate that. Let's turn the tape echo on. See, now I gave us 2 rhythm options, but I decided to give myself a lead option. Let's double tremolo, double tremolo. If all that tremolo is too much, you touch one tremolo and they both come back in. It's pre-programmed to do that. What? Can you turn, oh, let's turn one off. So if you get tired of playing the C major scale, through all that tremolo, maybe it's too much for you, you can just go to this, which I... Now I saved the best 2 for last because not only are there some amazing cluster of bass tones and guitar and voice tones and then just voice tones, they got all this synth stuff. Oh, and it's just so cool. Now the reason I picked this one in particular, this particular synth patch, this one mixes the synth with the actual git fiddle, what, so you can hear both at the same time. And you can just let your imagination go wild. You can play things you played a million times and suddenly they sound different. Can you freebird on it? You can. This was another one. Mixes the guitar, but wait, with some synth harmonies. So we, you know, while we did that Trevor Rabin thing earlier, this thing takes it to the next level. See how it's touch sensitive? Did you hear all that wishy-wishy stuff in there? It's a 5th and a 3rd. All right, I see what we're doing. Oh, they're trying to get all music theory on me. The theory of music. how it does with pitch. Oh, it kept up with every bad bend in there. I love it. Fun 4 days. This goes to 11. Well, what did we learn today? We learned that you can take this thing out of the box, plug it right in, skip the manual, be a dumbass like me, and still be up and running and having fun in no time. We also learned, or at least we got to see via some of the patches, some of the amazing flexibility that the Headrush Prime offers you in terms of signal flow. And finally, we learned that if you like touching the screen and changing stuff, you can do that. If you like futzing with knobs and buttons, you can do that. But for me, the coolest part of this thing was so many of the patches had 2 different variations of the same patch, and both of them were actually very musical and usable. Once again, thanking my friends and partners at Zounds.com for loaning me this Headrush Prime. I'm going to do another video on this where I'm exploring the guitar vocal combinations. Of course, there's going to be a link to this in the description. As always, I thank you for the time that you spend with the channel. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. You got some ratty, moochy, smelly, Section 8 government cheese eating late on their rent friends. Send them to GearGasms, they'll fit right in. Speaking of links in the description, if you like something, you can support it, right? Just like how I bought this Zounds t-shirt because I like and support them. You can buy a GearGasms t-shirt if you like and support this channel. If you like and support this channel and you're not comfortable with GearGasms, cross your bazoobies, you can get a coffee mug, beer glass, pillow. Whatever you do in the next 7 days, don't tell Bunny XO about it. She's come down with type 2 diabetes after having a jelly roll in her mouth for 10 years.
Sweet Jesus.
But play more guitar, watch less of this, and keep coming back here week after week for more GearGasms.